Environmental Changes in PBS Part 2. Hi, for those who don't know me, my name's Laura Payton and I'm one of the co-founders of EBL Consultancy, and we are here on a mission to provide you with education about behaviour so that you can support the learning of the person that you're caring for. And as we've mentioned this week we're talking about all things challenging behaviour, this month, and all things positive behaviour support. So this is part 2 of environmental changes you can make within PBS. So one of the things that I'm thinking about today is the social environment. So people around us really matter, and I think sometimes we can forget that for the people that we're supporting. Positive relationships, peer interactions are so important, and we need to make sure that people have a thriving social environment, and that can be making sure people have a choice in who they're spending time with, whether that's paid people or peers. They're involved in as much as possible, whereas recruitment of their staff. We need to make sure that their social environment is very enriched. They have access to social connections that they really benefit from, or not so much. Some people might not be particularly social and need a lot of social input from a kind of typical sense, but that still doesn't mean that you don't have to be very mindful around who's in that person's social environment. How important are they to them? Do they like them? Do they get on with them? Would you like to be surrounded by people that you didn't like, or that you didn't feel that you could build a good relationship with them? So making sure people have good rapport with those that are around them is really, really important, and how we can support that. Kind of similarly but sort of different is making sure that people have choice and autonomy. Providing choice and autonomy in wherever possible is an absolute must. We must be empowering the people that we're supporting to have as much choice and control over their lives, over daily decisions as they can, in a way that is manageable for them. This can cover such a huge range of things, and goes from as little bit of how they like a cup of tea made in the morning, whether they like a cup of tea in the morning, to where they live, who they live with. And some of these are a lot more challenging than others, given depending on where people live and how things are funded, and there's a range of things, but wherever possible we need to be trying to give people as much choice and autonomy as possible. And then finally, we need to be thinking around what motivates people, and making sure there's lots of things that motivate people around them. So if they really thrive off a certain activity, or they